And 11 keto updates. It's day 11 keto. Girlfriend is bringing a full meal. I have a buffet for my body to munch on. So as I move further into ketosis and my body's like nom 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 on the fat, study time, that grad school life. Let's do it. Okay, I already warned you in a previous vlog that I cannot sing. That does not stop me from trying, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened in keto, and then at the end, I'm gonna do a really quick, like 2-minute explanation of bulletproof coffee and fasting. Can you do the two together? And kind of like, what's the big deal? Why is everybody so worried about this? But it is important, so I'm gonna touch base on it. I've done hours and hours and hours of research, so why should you do it? I'm gonna tell you what I know. I was about to say, let me grab my phone while I'm filming on it. Yesterday, I was able to basically fast for 16 hours. Again, it wasn't intentional. It was just that I didn't have the appetite. And I'm also running a little bit of a test on my body because I've been playing with my macros for many, many years, so I feel comfortable doing this. And you know what? I'll be y'all's guinea pig because for the last 2 days, and completely unintentionally, but I had eaten lower protein. And you know what happened during those 2 days? My body weight dropped. And then I went back and I looked at everything from last week where my protein was whatever the keto calculator had spit out, which was I think 100 grams per day as opposed to 124 grams of fat in a day. Then it occurred to me, because a few days ago when I had like those 2 days back to back, I was like, wait, I didn't even eat all my protein. I think I was like somewhere in the 70 or 80 gram range. So I was like, let's run a test. Let's eat your regular amount of protein today, so that was yesterday, and see what happens. Guess what, guys? Just like clockwork. Now, of course, nothing exists in a silo, and there could be other things, other factors playing into this. But yesterday, I ate my protein, and I'm gonna put my macros right here. And guess what happened when I got on the scale this morning? Coincidence? I don't know. I'm gonna run another few days worth of tests. So for example, today, I'm gonna eat lower amounts of protein, same amount of fat, same amount of calories, and of course restricting those carbs, keeping it below 20 total carbs, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'll do that for 2 or 3 days, and then I'm gonna go back the other way for a couple of days. I'm trying to tweak, just like I would recommend to you, that's why I'm telling you this, I'm trying to tweak to see what my body responds better to. I mean, some people may be able to eat a lot more protein and be in ketosis. My body may be like, hey girls, tap the brakes on the protein if you're trying to lose some weight, chunky lady. I'm gonna tell you what happens. I mean, this is why it's so important to track your macros. Other than that, I had a pretty consistent amount of energy yesterday. I slept like a champion. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you know, everything that I said in the first couple of videos is still true. Energy, mood, whatever, all of that. So let me now get into really quick bulletproof coffee and fasting. So if you don't know what bulletproof coffee is, that is where you take basically 8 ounces of black coffee and you can add either MCT oils, coconut oil, ghee butter, regular butter. I personally, for myself, have just used a tablespoon of coconut oil and then a tablespoon of just regular butter because ghee butter is like $9 or some craziness. And as I go forward and I want to be more and more clean and lean, yeah, of course I'm going to get ghee. But right off the bat, good old-fashioned butter's been doing the trick. You put it in a blender, blend it up for about 30 seconds. Don't hand whisk it because then all the fat will sit at the top and you will hate me for ever telling you about bulletproof coffee. And then drink it. And it gives you just this huge boost of like energy. It suppresses your appetite. It helps with mental clarity, but there is a fair amount of fat in it. 1 gram of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, so that's 0 net carbs. If you count net carbs, 25 grams of fat, what? 0 protein, and 226 calories. So that should be enough to keep you satiated or feeling full for a good while. But a lot of people think, well, you know, I want to wake up and I want to do this intermittent fasting, but I also don't want to rip somebody's leg off and beat them to death with it because I'm hangry. I'm one of those people. I consider it a public service for me to drink bulletproof coffee. Of the difference between water fasting and fat fasting, and then which one you can do with keto. Water fasting is what we all know as just a standard fast, right? You drink water, black coffee, tea, any kind of bone broth, anything that's basically a clear liquid, no calories. And the purpose of that is that you are trying to strip away dead cells and repair them with new cells. And that is a process called autophagy, if you need to know that. To be able to really benefit from fasting, water fasting, you have to be doing it for I mean, if we're being honest here, somewhere between 3 and 10 days. If I don't eat a meal for 3 to 10 days, I'm gonna kill somebody and I'm never gonna be able to put out another video because I'm gonna be doing time at Penn State, but not the university. You know what I'm talking about? The clink. Water fasting for me is probably not gonna happen, but as you move further into ketosis, your body learns to burn its own fat, and girlfriend is bringing a full meal. I have a buffet for my body to munch on. So as I move further into ketosis and my body's like nom 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 on the fat, I may be able to do a water fast. I don't know. I'll lock myself indoors so I don't hurt anybody. I'll do that for y'all because I care about you. Now, fat fasting is basically where you're fasting and you're trying not to consume anything but fat. That's right, it's just fat. I mean, of course, there's gonna be a little bit of protein in there, but so things like coconut oil, MCT oil, avocado, very, very, like, you know, protein, ghee butter, salmon, eggs. So the idea is that you would only feed your body fat, right? And no carbs, and that would push you into ketosis faster and increase weight loss. And a lot of people do this when they're kind of like hit a weight loss plateau. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget. Yeah, and that's usually something that people try to do from 2 to 5 days. Not this, some people. Getting back to the real world for the rest of us who maybe just want to try to, you know, intermittent fast where we have that 16 or 18 hour window. A lot of people will get up and they'll have their Bulletproof coffee and then they won't be hungry until like 2 or 3. And then, you know, now you've met your 16-hour window, but everybody's like, oh, but if you drink that, you're breaking your fast. Yes, you are technically breaking your fast because it's over 50 to 100 calories. So yeah, sorry to tell you, you did just break your fast, but you are only losing some of the fasting benefits. So are you still pushing your body further into ketosis, even if you have a fat coffee or a Bulletproof coffee and then don't eat until that second or third meal? You bet your sweet butt you are. Yes, you are, because you're fat fasting. You're not water fasting. So are you breaking your water fast? Well, yes, of course, because you're putting something with calories in your mouth, but you're not breaking your fat fast. And guys, if you're like on keto, then all you should be worried about is pushing yourself further into ketosis. Fat fasts increase ketone production. Ketone production's like the drug dealer of fat loss, okay? Like more ketones, more fat loss. If you're trying to move into keto as a diet or a lifestyle, I despise that word diet, lifestyle, a way of eating. If you drink a Bulletproof coffee, you're fine, because the goal in keto is to push yourself into a state of ketosis, and Bulletproof coffee does not interrupt that process. So there you go. I mean, if you're trying to stay in ketosis, if you're trying to lose weight, yeah, go ahead and drink a Bulletproof coffee, or just drink water and then kill everybody around you. And then, you know, who cares if you lose weight, because jumpsuits in prison are very, very forgiving. Hope you guys are enjoying these updates. I'm certainly enjoying filming them for you. Please leave your questions or comments down in the comment section below. And you guys let me know, what do you think about the Bulletproof break your fast or not break your fast? And how long have you been able to fast for? For me personally, I think one time a million years ago, I did it for like 2 days. And that is how one of my relationships ended. If you're enjoying these update videos, go ahead and consider leaving a like, a comment, subscribing, and turning on that little bell so you receive notifications when I upload my new vlogs daily. And I'm excited, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in day 12. Do not quit on yourself. Keep going. Bye, guys.